Okay. Um, the lighting is kind of bad, but I'm just gonna take this off. The lighting's kind of bad, but I wanted to talk about some things with my workplace and why I'm kind of nervous to go back. Um, Firstly, I didn't work for my employer for very long. Actually, a really short time before I got injured. I was only there for 2 weeks and 1 day. So that's a very short time to have a pretty serious workplace injury. At this point, I feel like it's pretty serious. Um, so, unfortunately, accidents happen. And when I first filed the thing with Workers' Compensation Board, the worker told me, most workplace injuries happen when you first start working because you don't know your job. So some issues that were going on with my workplace already. I feel like they were kind of one of the managers. My main manager. I feel like he was kind of like messing with me in a way. Like, just I'm not really sure why. Um, as far as and I was like one of the few women who worked there actually. And another woman who worked there, like she got a different job and she quit like just when I was starting. So I don't know if that was just kind of a warning sign of they kind of make the women do all the work in that department, but I kind of think that it is. So the first problem that I noticed or that I could think of today was he my manager and then the one of the guys who's kind of a supervisor, he didn't put my schedule for the week, like, but he did for all of the men. And this was just the week right before I got injured, unfortunately. Um, so for whatever reason, he filled out, again, he filled out the schedule for all the men, but for me, he only put me down for like 3 days. And then he told me that, he would finish the schedule later. But it was really inconsiderate because, like, how am I going to, figure out what to do the other days of the week? Like, I have to be open the whole week and come in like at the drop of a hat, kind of. Secondly, there was one time where he basically, um, this guy who was promoted to supervisor, like he made me do all the work and he just wasn't helping me out at all. Like, so it was really unfair. I could see, why the other girl would quit. Um, Thirdly, the day I got injured, I was doing so much work. I mean, it was not fair. So they had me train a new employee, and they had me also do all the work for a 65-person banquet. So that would be like me and another new employee had the 65 people room, and then there were four other men, and between the four men who were already trained, um, two of them did a 30-person banquet and two of them did a 20-person banquet. So you can see that me and a brand new employee, we did more than what all the other people did who were already trained. So because 30 plus 20 is 50. So it just wasn't fair. Um, After I got injured, so that was the day when I had to do all the work, and then that was the same day that I got injured. My supervisor was like trying to deny that I got injured. And lastly, after I got injured, my pay stub was, or I got paid on March 8th, and he refused to give me my pay stubs until March 29th. He finally emailed them to me. Like, I know managers are busy, but you're supposed to give them to your employees within 10 days. So